Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Marissa and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I am packing in my hospital bag. So I have it all laid out here and we're going to start with the baby's essential items. Okay, so a bit of a background on me. This baby cooking right here is my fourth baby. And while I went home straight away after my first two, sorry guys, I have my 2-year-old here and he won't shush, he likes talking to himself. With my first two babies, I went home straight away, but with my third bub, I did end up hemorrhaging, so I stayed in hospital overnight. This will be the first time that I plan on staying in hospital anywhere from 2 to 3 days. Hopefully they don't kick me out with all the COVID-19 thing, but yeah, so I do have a bit more packed than I would if I was just staying one night now. So let's start with the basics. The first thing you need is newborn nappies. I will say don't go overboard with the newborn size, guys, because your baby may not be fitting into them for very long. So for me, I just bought one packet, and so make sure you have them packed and ready to go. So newborn nappies. Obviously, along with that, you need wipes. One pack will most likely last you long enough till you go home, but if you really are worried, then pack 2 for baby wipes. Then because you are in a hospital, baby will most likely get cold, so you do need to make sure that they are quite snuggled up, nice and toasty. So the first thing you want to start with is their little singlets. So make sure you've packed enough of these to keep their chest warm so that they don't get sick. I have 3, because the other thing you want to remember is newborns don't get dirty, guys. Like when you wash their clothes, you're basically just washing milk off them. Other than that, you know, they're going to stay pretty clean. So 3 newborn singlets. Then the only thing you need in your life until they're about 3 months old are onesies. So this is a Bonds cozy suit. They are the best things in the world. Baby will live in these. Don't worry about all the cute little dresses and, you know, sets, because unless you're taking baby home, this is my going home outfit, they're just going to live in these. So stock up on Bonds cozy suits. I will be taking probably 4 of those. Then, like I just said, you will want a little outfit for baby to go home in. So I just got one from Kmart. Cute little organic cotton set for her, along with teeny tiny turban. Oh, they're so cute, guys. Girls are so much fun to dress up, guys. I have 2 boys and a girl, and I'm telling you, if you don't have a girl yet, you don't know what you're missing out on, because it's so much more fun. Then, because it is cold, you need to keep their little footsies warm. So make sure you have some socks. Again, it's not going to get dirty. So I just have 2 pairs in case, you know, poo or something gets on one of them. And then some babies, when they're born, also scratch at their face. As you can imagine, they're all swaddled up nice and cozy inside their tummy, inside your tummy. And then when they come out, their arms are like, what am I doing? And they grab at their face. So these ones specifically are not going to be fitting my baby's hands, but it is a good idea to get little mittens for them so that they're not clawing at their face. But with the Bonds Wonder Suits that I was mentioning, they actually cover baby's hands. So, you know, 2 for 1 bargain right there. You don't need mittens, but they're still good to have on hand. Also, a little beanie to keep their head warm. Again, it's cold in the hospital. And then the last layer before your baby blanket is a swaddle. So the majority of swaddles that you buy, like at Kmart or anywhere, are usually too small, and you want to be swaddling your baby for as long as you can. They are just so much happier being nice and tightly wrapped, and so make sure that your swaddle is big enough. So I think this is 1.5 by 1.5 meters, but make sure you invest in large swaddles. That's the mistake that I made with my first 2 babies. So super large swaddles, guys. And yes, you will need a few because the baby will always be in them. So I'm taking 2 of those. And then you will need a baby blanket, again, just to keep them nice and warm. You want them to be warmer than colder because they are used to being, you know, in quite a warm temperature environment. So I'm pretty sure that's all the baby things you need. Moving on to things for you, mamas. First off, you need snacks, okay? And this is something that I have forgotten with all 3 of my babies. So don't be slack like me. Number 4, I have come prepared. So make sure you have snacks for your birthing support partners. This is for my hubby because it's his favorite food. I have myself some chocolate. I have some juice because this is probably going to help me in labor, especially if you're in labor for a long time. You do want your energy to be high and you're not going to want to eat. So I have some juice to keep me energized, and then just some veggie rings to snack on after I give birth to baby. Next, you are going to be bored, and if you're like me, you're probably not going to want to sit on your phone for 3 days straight. So make sure you pack yourself something to do. I myself chose a book that I'm hopefully going to finish well in there, as well as I went out and bought a coloring in book and some pencils. Call me a grandma, but they're going to keep me occupied and they're nice and quiet so that I'm not waking my baby up. So make sure you have something for you. And then this may be the most important thing as well, if I haven't already said something's the most important thing, but maternity pads. Again, a common misconception a lot of mums have is that you're going to be bleeding for 6 weeks straight. I don't know about other people, but for me, that was never the case. I completely stopped bleeding within 2 to 3 weeks postpartum. So don't go overboard with your pads and your maternity pads. For me anyways, I've just bought 1 packet of maternity pads, and then I'm just going to get my hubby to run out to the shops once I've run out of these. Then another sort of pad you will need are nipple pads. Whether you're planning to breastfeed or bottle feed, your breasts are still going to be producing milk. And for me anyways, my titties leak like crazy when my milk comes in. So I have definitely overestimated than underestimated, but you do not want to be left with not enough nipple pads. The other thing is there are reusable pads. I found they just didn't work for me. Like, I was going through maybe 5 pairs a day just so that they wouldn't leak through onto my top. So look, reusable pads just aren't for me. I prefer the disposable ones only because they have a layer of plastic on them to prevent the leakage from going through. You want loose, comfortable clothing. You're probably going to be quite fragile down there. Your breasts are going to be sore. You're probably not going to be feeling the most sexy. So comfortable, loose clothing is essential. I bought these like joggers from Kmart the other day. So I'll be taking them along with just this old ass nightie that I don't care about. I'm probably going to be throwing it out after I leave the hospital, but at least I can use it for then. Again, nursing friendly clothing. You're going to get cold in hospital, so the worst thing is having to lift up your whole chunky jumper and keep it up there when you're breastfeeding. So make sure that it is breastfeeding friendly. Then we have slippers. I prefer little boots so I can tuck my pants in, but again, you're going to be walking around the hospital because it's boring AF, so make sure you have some comfortable shoes. I just prefer slippers. I highly recommend a belly bandit. This is not a belly bandit. I haven't actually bought it yet, but I will be getting one for me. Basically what it does is you wear it around your midsection and it helps support your insides go back to where they should be. This is what my physio gave me in my last pregnancy to help support my tummy, and it is quite tight. So for now, I'm taking this as a backup, but I will be investing in a belly bandit, and I recommend that you do as well. I'll show you guys a picture here, and I will leave a link in the description box below. Next, and this is quite funny, I live in thongs because I usually live in workout gear. So, you know, I don't like undie lines on my clothes. But when I got to the hospital with my last baby, I couldn't wear my pads because they had nothing to stick on. So remember, you need granny panties, guys. Make sure you bring them to the hospital with you so your pads can stick on them. Then I have some breastfeeding friendly bras. These are just from Kmart. I've found them, they work fine. And yeah, make sure you have a few of them. Again, I'm going to take about 5 of them, only because I know that my milk leaks a lot, and so you don't want them to be stinky. You want to have nice clean clothes while in hospital. Baby's crying, I'll be back. Sorry guys, had to deal with the babies. Hopefully I can get this video done, and I apologize in advance if they come in and just destroy everything. But we're nearly done. This is my robe. The best thing you are going to wear in the hospital is a robe, and maybe you don't want a nana looking one like me, but this is warm, it's long, so I'm not going to flash anyone, and yeah, it's just, that's what I have. But regardless of what type of robe you have, definitely invest in one because they're just the best, okay? Especially if you're breastfeeding. Your afterbirth pains are going to be intense. And while my first 2 babies were kind of okay, my third, guys, the pain is, it's indescribable, all right? So this time, I'm assuming it's going to be worse. So I have my own ibuprofen to bring along with me because I'm going to be popping those pills in there. It's just, yeah, it's going to be sore. Other thing is I have hand cream. This goes along with making sure you have toiletries. The hospital obviously has soap, but they don't have toothpaste. You're going to have to take your own toothbrush. They don't have shampoo and conditioner. So if you want to wash yourself, like after birth, you're probably going to feel really grubby, then please take some along with you. I forgot to mention, if you're planning on having a natural birth, take some bikinis along. I've had water births with all my 3 babies. I have been blessed enough to do so, and so I'm assuming I'm going to be doing the same with this baby as well. So I just have the little, excuse me, tie-up bottoms so that when baby's about to come, I can just pull it off. Baby can be birthed. Oh, they're so loud. And then bikini top so that it dries quickly. Along with that, you want to be taking a plastic bag so that you have something to put your wet and dirty clothes in. Okay guys, so plastic bag, make sure that's handy and that's with you. Your breastfeeding pillow. Look, this is brand new and the zip is already off. Ugh, but it's memory foam and it's my favorite pillow. I've never had one of these to breastfeed with, and I thought, 4th baby, I'm going to spoil myself. Alright, and the very last thing is electronics. Don't forget your phone charger. You're going to be very bored. I'm assuming you're going to remember your phone. I'm bringing my camera along because I do want to film the experience, which means I have a spare memory card, and then I also have a spare battery ready to go as well. And basically that's it, and my children have just walked in. Hello babies. Hello. That's it guys. I hope that this will help you if you are planning to go into labor soon as well. I find that this is all I have ever needed and will need in the hospital. If you're having a C-section, then you will most likely need other things, but for the most part, That's all you need, guys. Don't waste your money on other things. I will see you in my next video. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe and turn on the post notifications because I will be giving birth soon. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Alright, see you in my next video, guys. Bye.